Are you a photographer possibly running mini sessions? In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why they might be doing more harm than good and actually killing your business. So before I get started, I will preface this by saying there are plenty of photographers having a lot of success with it. And if this is you or you know someone who's doing well with it, good on you guys. I want nothing but the best for your businesses, and I hope that your success continues. But for the most part, and especially for someone starting their business, trying to build a following and trying to actually build a brand and hopefully get to the point where they're charging the rates that they want for the work that they do, I'm gonna tell you that in a lot of cases, this can actually be doing a lot more harm, and I'm gonna get into them right now. So number one, nobody knows about you, so you think that doing a mini session is actually going to help get your brand out there and it's gonna get you more clients in the future. But what's actually happening is you're gonna have a lot of people. Let's just say our sample size is 1,000 people. You're gonna have 1,000 people that don't know anything about you, learning about you for the first time and thinking that your worth is attached to your mini session price. And a lot of times with those mini sessions, especially if you're not a seasoned photographer and you're not doing in-person sales, you're gonna be doing it for a very low cost. That could mean $100, it could mean, I've seen as low as $45, and getting up closer to $299 or $300. Regardless, what's going on here is that hundreds of people are seeing your brand for the first time and they're gonna start associating you with very inexpensive work and possibly even the fact that you give away all the digitals and that you're ultimately a low price photographer who offers very similar services to everyone around you. The second reason is, despite building good rapport, despite having great sessions, it's gonna be really tough to get quality referrals and follow-on shoots, especially if those people are paying extremely low prices. Everyone they refer will most likely know, and if they come back, they're gonna be expecting very similar pricing. So while you might make a few extra $100, maybe even $1,000 or $2,000, we're branding ourselves as an inexpensive photographer, we're not gonna get many quality referrals out of it, and if we ever book future shoots with those people, they're probably not gonna lead to higher paid sessions. The third reason is there's a much better way. And I actually agree with something that Sue Bryce has said. If you guys aren't familiar, she's an amazing portrait and glamour photographer. She's a creative live instructor and she has an amazing educational platform. But I once heard her say that if you don't charge at least $1,000 for a portrait session, you're not a professional photographer. And this really stuck with me at the beginning of my career. And I still actually think that this is one of the best pieces of advice I've ever heard. So you might not be charging $1,000 yet, so what do? I've actually outlined it in this blog post, which you can read in the description. But ultimately what I suggest is you stop charging altogether and line up sessions with the exact kind of people that you want in your portfolio, you style them, and then ultimately you set up an IPS session where you set up a low pressure sales situation, gives you an opportunity to practice your in-person sales, gives you an opportunity to make a lot more money, and it lets you build your portfolio exactly how you want. And most importantly, it gets you reviews, testimonials, and ultimately doesn't hurt your brand like those pesky mini sessions. And that concludes my video on why mini sessions might be killing your business. And I wanna know in the comments, what has your experience been? Do you recommend them? Do you find them profitable? I wanna know. And if you do, what's your secret? I'd love to start a discussion on it. So make sure to like and subscribe and head over to the blog post. It's much more detailed, and there's also a number of free resources such as Facebook ads guides, price lists, and even a consultation guide completely free. So head on over there and I'll see you in the next one.